Welcome, welcome to Just Minding My Business Media. I am so happy that you joined us today. And I am ecstatically happy to bring to you today Miss Janelle Jones, who is a marketing strategist, entrepreneur, and founder of Infusion Enterprises and for Kiddos, which helping entrepreneurs and families grow through creativity, strategy, and storytelling. Wow. Welcome, Janelle. And I'm gonna
Hi.
go ahead and start with for kiddos because when
Okay.
I saw that, I was like, I like that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, for kiddos is a pain point of mine. Everything I feel like when you start business, you want to start from a pain point. What is missing in the marketplace? And every day I'm a homeschool mom, so I'm looking for kids, activities for my kids. And there wasn't a place where they're locally based. Activities are just locally based where I can come on and say, let me book this event, let me go to this activity. I have to look through Eventbrite, scroll, look forever. I have to look in a Facebook group. I have to look on Google what things to do in Atlanta. It's terrible. So I decided to create that business.
Wow. That's amazing because I'm telling you, when my son was little, trying to do stuff and, they don't understand boundaries when
Mhm.
they're small. It's like, mommy working right now. What is that?
Yes. No, and they're knocking on the door. They want to come in. They want to say hello in the Zoom meetings. It's just too much.
Yes. Yeah. So tell us now, how do you find the activities for families?
Yeah, so I'm looking at anybody who hosts events for kids. So I'm going through Eventbrite, I'm searching there. Then they have the newsletters, like local based newsletters that they send out activities. I'm going, signing up for all those newsletters, and anybody I see that is listed on the newsletter, I'm reaching out to them. So it's a lot of outreach to these different organizations and saying, hey, this is something that I'm launching. Would you sign up to be a host on our platform? And so they start listing their events on the platform for my audience.
Wow. I love it. And there you go, working together.
Yes, yes, because I have their target audience. They're trying to figure out where their target audience is. They're spending ad money, they're posting on events, Eventbrite, they're spending ads on Eventbrite. Instead of doing all that, there's your target audience right here.
All righty now. That's what I'm talking about. That is definitely outside the box. So if people want to connect to that part of you, how do they do so?
Yeah, they can go on to onlyforkiddos.com and they can register. And it's just like Eventbrite. You're able to create a profile and search the events on the website. If you do host events for kids, you can, once you register, you can apply to be a host.
And this is in the whole state of Atlanta?
We're nationwide. We're focused on Atlanta
Oh,
and Louisville, but definitely anybody can register.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like that nationwide
Yeah.
thing.
We're growing. We're getting there. We started in Atlanta and we went to Louisville and we're just going from there.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And what's that website again?
Only ONLY, the number four, kiddos,
Oh,
KIDDOS.com.
okay. Okay. I'll make sure I have that in the show notes because that's definitely needed and
Yes.
more needed.
Yeah,
Because it's
definitely.
so funny how kids are. I would be in my office working. My son is with my husband
Mhm.
upstairs. He'll come all the way downstairs and ask me for a glass of milk.
Mhm.
I was thinking to myself, okay, weren't you just with your father?
Yep.
Closer to the refrigerator than me.
Yep. I constantly tell mine then retraining. Like, mommy is not here. We're gonna retrain you to call dad because their first thought is to call mom, right? But if we retrain them, then my belief is that less percentage of the time you'll come to me if I can retrain you to call dad.
Right, right. Especially if he's in eyesight.
Right. Right.
Wow. Okay, so let's change focus on Infusion Enterprises.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Infusion Enterprises is my marketing agency. So I started out as a tutor in Atlanta. It all ties together in one way, shape, or form. So I was tutoring in Atlanta, running around the city. And if you know Atlanta, you know it's huge. Metro Atlanta is very huge, not the city, but the whole Metro Atlanta. And so I had two kids from Gwinnett all the way down to South Fulton. So it's huge. And so I decided that I could no longer do that. I was going to have kids. I knew that I was destined to have kids. I said, I've got to figure out something else. So I stopped my tutoring agency. I gave my tutors, I said, hey, look, you guys are going to take over these clients. And I got on a plane and I went to a retreat in Bali. And I started talking to the ladies there in Bali, and they said, you know what? You are hustling hotties. You are always hustling. You have a side hustle, start a business, teaching people how to start a side business. So I did that. And then I realized I was doing a lot of marketing for the people that came through hustling hotties and then just random clients that would approach me. So I decided to go back to school, get a master's in digital marketing, and launched a digital marketing agency and kind of just went from there and it just kept going.
Wow. Wow, that's definitely a journey, my dear.
It's a story.
For sure. Wow. So what do you offer your clients? What kind of services?
So I have a client that just signed up this today, and we're doing a 90-day strategy for her. So what do you need to get the results that you want? So she wants brand awareness. So we're gonna make a strategy for her to build brand awareness so people know that her brand is out there because she's not launching till January. I have another client right now that I'm doing engagement for. So they're on four different social media platforms, and I'm just sharing with their audience different thoughts. As I'm basically a ghostwriter for the main face of their brand, and I'm sharing information to build up the brand again to build brand awareness. So
Mhm.
marketing is more so like making people aware that this brand exists, so they can eventually get sales.
Yes, yes. I like that. I like that. I mean, I had started doing it and it is definitely involved. You have to be very consistent
hmm
and a storyteller.
Yes, definitely. It's all about that. So you've got to get that story down pat. If you have a founding story, like I'm telling the founding story of Four Kiddos, people are like, oh, I relate to you. And so they're like, you know how you said you relate, you understood what my pain was. People relate to that story. So when you have a business, you want to tell them your story, even though it feels like, oh, I feel vulnerable. I don't want to put myself out there. No, that's what's going to get you the sales. That's what's going to get you your audience.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Otherwise, you're a best kept secret.
Mhm.
And you don't want to be that. For sure. Wow. So if people want to connect to Infusions Enterprises, how do they do so?
That one is under my name. So it's Janelle, Janellea Jones.com.
Okay, because let me see, because I
Oh,
saw.
you found theinfusionenterprises.com. So what I do, just give people a little hint of things, I have two sides of it. So I have high-end clients, which are government contracts that I do. That's theinfusionenterprises.com. And then when I work with my personal clients, small businesses, I use the face of the brand for JanelleJones.com.
Oh, okay, okay. So
Mhm.
I did see on the infusions that you are a certified
Women's own small business. I am, yes.
yes. So
hmm
talk a little bit about that because I know it's women out there that may be interested in getting that status, but just don't know how to go about it.
Well, back in the day, I've been in business for a while. So back in the day, you were able to self-certify on the SBA website. That means that you didn't have to pay any money. You could just say, hey, I'm a women-owned business, fill out all the forms. You have to have all your documentation, of course. You would send them everything and show that you are a female business, you're the owner of the business and all that type of stuff. And then you would get a certification saying that you're a women-owned small business. So you could do business with the government, the SBA, all of that type of stuff. They'll send you referrals. Nowadays, there is organizations that will certify you as a woman-owned business. I think it costs typically about $500 or $600, and
Mhm.
you can talk to those organizations, give them the same paperwork that I had to turn into the SBA, and they'll certify you as a women-owned small business.
Oh, okay, okay,
Mhm.
okay. Because I know I've talked to some women in my circle that
Mhm.
was interested in getting that done. So,
Yeah, no, it's very helpful. When I applied for government contracts, there was one I had all the sort of I'm black, I'm minority owned, I'm women owned, everything except I didn't have military right? So they were like, "You're not a veteran," and then so the person who won was black, women owned, and a veteran. She had all the check marks. So
Right.
you want to get as many of those if you're interested in the government contracts as possible.
Oh, okay. Understood. Understood. Wow. So, this is amazing. I am just tickled pink meeting you today because you just have great stuff.
Yeah.
And definitely, like you mentioned before, painkillers.
Hmm.
Because I know with the social media, I mean, I do a lot of my own stuff, and
Hmm.
it's like one whole day is
Hmm.
dedicated to social media.
Yeah, it's very time consuming. What we have to think about it is that as entrepreneurs, as small business owners, we wear a lot of hats.
Yeah,
So that one day that you spent is actually somebody's full-time job,
yeah,
right? So we're gonna give ourselves. I have a client that says she doesn't like for people to say give grace, but I'm gonna say it today. I'm gonna try to not say it so often, but give ourselves grace that we are getting it done in just one day, right? But what I like to do, probably like you, is to sit down and just get it done, right?
yeah.
Batch it out, schedule it out, and forget about it. It's done.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. That's the whole idea, because my like the podcast, it pretty much goes out on Thursdays, six
Hmm.
o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So Thursdays, Wednesdays, I start prepping.
Hmm.
Thursdays, I push out.
Yes.
And Fridays, I push all my little marketing stuff out for the weekend. So
Yes.
I got a little schedule going on. Unless something out of the norm happens, then you know how that goes.
There's always something random happening.
Oh,
At
you
least
tell
for
me.
me.
Oh my God. It's like when nothing happens in a day, that's a great day.
I'm telling you, every day I have a story every day. I call my husband every day. I'm like, let me tell you what happened today.
I know, it's amazing. It's always something. But you have found a way to blend business, family, and travel.
Yes, yes. I call it brand fusion. I'm working on a book for this where I'm telling people how to do it. I'm still writing it, but it's almost done. But yes, it's called brand fusion, what I'm doing. And it's basically I'm using my lifestyle that I want, and I created the business after the lifestyle, after I decided how I wanted to live. So that way I'm not working in my business. I'm enjoying my life, and my business is just contributing to my life.
Ah, I love that. And that's the way it should be.
Yes, yeah, because we get so bogged down in working every day and pushing. Like, what are we doing all this for? To pay
Yeah.
bills? Like, what's the point? So I want to enjoy my life. So I make a list of things that I want to do. Now, how much money do I need to make that happen? I work in the opposite.
And that sounds logical to me because we all, trying to make the money first and
Hmm.
then make the plan.
Right. No. Make the plan first. What do you want? How much is it going to cost you? Do you need 10,000? Do you need 50,000? What do you need to make your goals happen? And then go back and make the money now. What can I sell to make that $50,000? Well, I can sell 10 strategy sessions at $5,000 a piece, and I've made $50,000.
There you go.
Yeah, that's how I work. That's how my brain works.
And that's a good way for your brain to work. Now you got me rethinking.
Yeah, so when you're selling low ticket, let's say that I'm selling a digital product and I'm selling my digital product for $10. Okay, well, I have to sell way more of $10 to get to that $50,000 as opposed to just selling one big thing or a couple of big things to get to that same amount of money. So you put in way more work selling that $10 item than you will that $5,000 item.
Wow. And that's interesting because a lot of people haggle over price,
Hmm.
because and I'm probably guilty of it too, because we want to try to please everybody, but everybody ain't designed for what you're offering. And
Well,
and no matter how much what I have found, free and cheap is no value.
mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I think it depends on the income limits, right? The income amount that they make. So let's say, for example, the people that I charge $5,000 for, they don't haggle. The lady that I just did the strategy that I'm doing the strategy session for, I told her, I said, it's gonna be $1,500. She didn't blink an eye. She said, send me an invoice. It wasn't a big deal. But when you have people that pay you $500 or $300, there's a negotiation because they can't afford it. What it is at the end of the day. So that means that you need to elevate the type of clients that you're going after.
Yes, 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 indeed. So how do you go about getting in those circles, especially if you are a new business and you, first of all, you're already scared to death.
Yeah, right.
You don't want to hear no too many times. So how do you get yourself in a position to be able to have those high paying clients that don't blink?
Yeah, definitely. So I say start where you are. So you might not be at $5,000. You might be at a $250 strategy. So you're not going to be able to sell that $5,000 because you're just not confident enough. Like you're saying, you're scared already. So
Right.
let's say you go to a chamber of commerce, right? And you're talking, you're networking, and you find a client. Well, your comfort level is only $250. Sell that $250. Get the feedback, get the testimonial, and then bump up your price, double it, 500 next time until you hit your max ceiling of comfort level.
Yeah. All right. That's a good tip.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what, remember the Chamber of Commerce, remember the associations, whatever your business that you're in, whatever your industry that you're targeting, there is an association, lawyers association, police association, there's associations for every industry. So go to the association meetings, become a member, talk to people, network, tell them what you're trying to do. People will send you clients all the time.
Okay, okay. That's good to know. I mean, right now, I know I haven't been to any meetings in a good bit. And,
Hmm.
and that's one of the goals for me to get more visible in person
Yes.
because I think the pandemic kind of like spoiled all of us to sit behind a screen and meet people all around the world. It's definitely can make you lazy.
It's so funny because I was thinking that same thing myself, like, oh, I love being inside. But literally every time I've gone outside, I've been outside the whole summer, right? Going and doing things because I'm running the business from Atlanta and Louisville. So I have clients here and clients there for kiddos. So every time I go outside now, I'm getting a client. And these are not little clients. These are big clients that are paying a decent amount of money just by stepping outside. And what the lady who signed up today, I met her from going outside. I met her 2 weeks ago, and she said, I was looking for you. And it was so easy. This is so easy to find what I'm looking for. So just putting yourself in those areas where people are actually looking for your services. So I wouldn't say if I'm in marketing, don't go to the marketing associations. Go to other associations because everybody in that association is going to be doing marketing, right?
Yeah.
So don't go to your association, go to your industry that you're targeting association.
Yes, because most people, number one, don't have time.
Hmm.
It's very consuming work. They just want the result. They just want put me out there and let it be.
Yes. Yes.
And
I
then
want you to do it for me. That's it.
yes, exactly. I don't want to do that. Like you said, it's work. It's a lot of work, and it's very consistent work. You have to have a schedule for it.
Yes.
Definitely have to have a schedule. Wow.
Right.
So again, how do people? I'm gonna have to make sure I get that the Janelle website as
Yeah.
well.
I will give it to you. JanelleJones.com is the website.
Okay, well that's easy enough. So
Yes.
how do you blend all of this with your family? You know, balance. How do you get that balance?
Mm. So, I think I told you I homeschool my kids. So I don't know if I mentioned that on the recording, but I homeschool my kids. So we are on a very strict schedule, just so that I can get it all done. So in the morning is when I homeschool my kids until about 11 o'clock. They have lunch. I kind of spend a little time with them, whatever I need to do, clean up the kitchen, that kind of thing. 12 o'clock, they go down for nap. I'm basically doing my business from 12 to 3 when they're napping, or quiet time in their room. The 9-year-old doesn't want to nap anymore. So
Mhm.
quiet time in their room from 12 to 3. I'm taking phone calls, I'm creating content, whatever I need to do. I have a to-do list, a very strict to-do list. These are the things that need to be done. After 3 o'clock, from 3 to about 5, I'm just doing random things. It may be additional work, it may be time with the kids. I may take them to the park, different things like that. After 5 o'clock is dinner and bed for the kids. So I'm spending that time with them. And then 7 o'clock, I start working again. So I may have a conference call, like I have the Wealth Builder Circle. I offer some coaching at 7 o'clock, and then I may have to make some content. Whatever I need to do after 7 o'clock is like a little more 2 hours more work time.
Okay, so
That's
you
my
just
schedule.
break it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I know because I homeschooled as well. My
Mm-hmm.
son, he started homeschooling at 4. And luckily, my daycare provider helped me with that because at that time I was in college, I'm working, and a whole bunch of
Mm-hmm.
stuff going on. So she pretty much helped me with the homeschooling. And then when he got 8 years old, I think I put him in a private school that had 6 kids in
Mm-hmm.
the class because I didn't want him to be going to a total oblivion going into a classroom with 30 kids. He would
Right.
have been
Yes.
like done, you know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
then we did that for a few years and then we went back to homeschooling.
Yes.
And I really liked the homeschooling. I really liked it a lot because, you know, he we were done by pretty much 11 and
Mm-hmm.
we went to school all year round.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't
Yeah.
no summer breaks. Come on now, you go to school half a day every day.
Yep. Yep. That's us as well. We just keep going year round. And he's 9 now. He's doing fourth grade work, where his goal is to get to the sixth grade by the end of the public school year. That's his goal, is to get to, because it doesn't take much. And I'm like, the fourth grade work is really simple, too easy for him, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So that homeschool gives you the ability to kind of push your kids to the level that you want them to go to.
Yes, exactly. Because I think my son finished at 16, he finished
Hmm.
and was in college
Hmm.
at
Yep.
16. And that's from the homeschool.
Yeah. He
And
told me
that,
12 is his goal. Today, he told me that he wants to be in college at 12.
oh wow, he definitely he might not be emotionally ready for that at that
No, not
time.
at all. He's a boy. No.
Yeah, because at 16, my son, he wanted to go off, and I'm like, you know what? You might be academically there, but I don't think you emotionally there yet.
Yeah, boys take a little longer than girls. I can see my daughter doing it, but not him. He can do college classes at home. How about that?
Right.
But actually live on, no.
Yeah, yeah, because he is just I said I don't feel like jumping on no plane if something jump off.
Hmm. And we will if we
Oh
need
yeah,
to.
you
We
know we
will.
will.
We
You
will.
know we will in a heartbeat.
Yeah, full mama bear mode.
For sure. Wow. So we have a lot in common because the reason why I put my son in, because at the time I was living in Baltimore.
Hmm.
And when D became passing,
Hmm.
D is always been do over
Hmm. Hmm.
to me. And I knew at that point that I would probably be down the board of education every week complaining
Hmm.
about the curriculum and
Yep.
unnecessary stuff that I could avoid.
You would hate it right now. I just
Oh,
saw
I know
something
I would.
online that said A is no, a F is 40 and below.
What?
I just saw something. I don't know how true that is. I don't know because I'm not in the school, but I don't even know what to say. They're making it too easy. They're floating these kids by.
And that's terrible because at 4, my son was already doing cursive writing. He
Hmm.
was already counting.
Hmm.
He knew all his alphabets. I
My
mean,
son was speaking Spanish
yes,
at 4.
yes.
Yeah,
Same here.
yeah, yeah.
Same here.
Hmm.
And it's like when they that young, their brains are like sponges. They
Hmm.
want to know everything.
Hmm. Yep, exactly.
And that is really the time to really push them to their limit to see where they fall.
Yep. Yep, it is. And these kids, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. It's
And then
scary.
now with the shootings, oh
Mm,
God.
let's not even talk about that. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how parents do it. I can't even do it. I saw a baby when I was driving yesterday, getting off the school bus, and he couldn't get him off the bus. And I was like, what's taking so long? And he came off and he was a baby, literally a baby, probably 3 or 4 years old. I'm like, what is he doing
Wow.
on this school bus? It could have been my kid.
Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. It's yes. So, honey, you definitely doing the right thing with the homeschooling because I absolutely loved it. We did the Abeka, which is a
Curriculum.
Christian. Yeah,
Hmm.
so
Yes.
that way he got the religion with the education because
Yeah.
it was wonderful. I really liked it. I
Yeah.
really liked it. And I think that's where we're headed because it's too much fear right now in sending your kids to school.
Yeah.
It's
It's no
just,
longer a safe space anymore. School was the
no.
place to go. Your teacher's like your second mom. You know what I mean? At least for me,
Yeah.
they were. Not
Yes.
anymore. Mm,
No, not at all.
no.
Wow. Wow. So for kiddos,
Yes, for
I,
kiddos.
I know we've been talking about everything under the sun.
Yes.
It's a lot of things because I mean, as a business owner, especially with kids, you can't do anything with them. So
No,
you have to include them in the day.
you do. You do. I've found like there's a trampoline place not far from me. So they gave a membership $20 a kid for the whole month. Look, I signed up for that membership so fast. So it's 2 hours every day. I think we go there 3 days a week, and they jump their heart out. And I'm just typing away on the computer, getting my work done. They have Wi-Fi. Let's go. Okay.
Yes.
So it's you just have to find what's going to work for you and for your
Yes.
business as a mom and an entrepreneur. You have to find that balance.
You do. And it's out there because when my son was coming up, it was Chuck E. Cheese.
Uh-huh.
We
Mhm.
lived there like every single day.
Yes.
Matter of fact, he 30. He almost 30 now. And why I found some Chuck E. Cheese chips in a drawer because we went there like every single day.
Yes.
Every
Yes.
day.
Yes. Yes. I think I saw somebody bringing out an adult version. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah. I need
Like
all
a
of
Dave
that.
and Buster's, but Chuck E. Cheese version.
We need all of that.
Yes, yes,
Because
yes.
as we, doing the business, the family, the husbands, and
Mm-hmm.
everything else in between, I could definitely go for a Chuck E. Cheese for adults.
A little something, something.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Wow. So again, Janelle, this has been so delightful. You were my only interview today,
Okay.
and this was like delightful and more delightful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I had a good time.
Yes, yes, indeed. So again, for kiddos, how do people connect with that?
Yes, please register at only4kiddos.com with the number four, ONLY, the number four, kiddos, KIDDOS.com.
Okay. And for the marketing.
Right. Yeah. So if you want to see my smiling face, you would go to JanelleAJones.com. Janelle, JANELLE, the letter A, JONES.com.
Now your group. Tell me a little bit
Yes.
about your group.
I have a coaching group that I offer. It's called Wealth Builder Circle. It's female driven. Most our in the group is females, and our goal is to build wealth. So each of them have a different business that they're growing, working in collaboration and partnership with each other, holding each other accountable, having co-working days. The goal is that we can't do anything without wealth. It's like if we're pulling from ourselves, giving all our energy, but we need money to help other people. And of course, the world is not about money. Our thing is not about money, but we need it to help others.
Yeah.
So that's what the group is about how do we build wealth? How do we maximize AI? Because and you and I haven't spoken about AI, but AI is like changing the world right now. It's
Yes,
mind
yes, it
blowing.
is.
So, how do we capitalize on AI and use it in our businesses to be able to help us to grow and so we can do less and have more time?
So is this open?
Yes, yes, yes. I will send you some information about it if you're interested. Definitely. Yes, it's
Yes, yes,
open. We're always
indeed.
welcome.
I mean, I love collaboration because, when you talk to other people, you learn so much.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. And we have some amazing women. One lady is a doctor and she does herbal medicine and tells you how to use herbs to be able to heal yourself. Another lady, she is a metaphysical specialist. Another lady, she's out the workforce and she's teaching people how to transition because we've had 300,000 Black females become laid off from COVID or lose
Yes,
their jobs. She's helping people to make that transition. What do we do with these women? Are they starting businesses? Are they looking for a new job? What are they doing? Right? So, and then we have another girl, she's starting a YouTube channel. And so we
wow.
just have all kind of things happening in the group trying to figure this out together, right?
And ain't
Because
that what it's about? Figuring it out together.
yes, there's more power in one. I know something, you know something, we could bring it together.
Yes, that's how I feel.
Yes.
I'm telling you, God is bringing me my people one by one.
Yes. Yes, that's how he works, right? And I've been calling it in. Like, I'm like, this is my time. I've just been saying that out loud. This is my time. Lord, let it happen. And that's
Yes.
what's been happening. The synchronicities and everything that everybody's doing is just fabulous.
Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, I am so happy to meet you. This has been, like I said, a delightful conversation. We probably went off in the Bolivian, but it was all good because the connection is real and authentic. And you, my people.
Thank you so much for having me, Ida. This was fabulous.
Thank you. And we're definitely going to be connecting because I like how you vibe.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you, audience, for tuning in. We appreciate you as well.